Hello my Pisces, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot, bringing you your general monthly reading for June. Okay, this reading may more than likely go into two parts. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I start off with astrological influences that may affect you directly, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. And at the end of the reading, I do try to do a little meditation, affirmation and meditation that's specific to the reading. Okay, so let's get started. So this is for my PISCES, my YouTube tribe, okay? And thank you all so much for supporting my channel and subscribing. Please continue to subscribe, like, and share. And also leave your comments below if anything resonated with you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me that resonates, that where I pick up on your specific energy and situation, the information is also in the description box below. Just click on show more. If you want to access my video library, I think it has about 150 videos in for the last 2 or 3 months for all the signs. There's a link in the description box that will take you there, or you can click on the round icon. And also for those of you that do not want a personal reading and you would like to support me in my spiritual work here and the operating expenses for the channel, your donations would be greatly appreciated. And there is a link to a secure link to my PayPal account also is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get started with the astrological segment. And if someone would be so kind and just timestamp where the tarot portion starts, I'd appreciate it. So my PISCES, what's going on astrologically for you for June? Okay, we have, and oh, by the way, for you of you in the States, I hope you really enjoyed your Memorial Weekend, yeah? So at the end of May, going into the first week of June, we have a beautiful water trine, okay? So this would be a really great time, you know, to relax and take time out, meditate, you know, for spiritual pursuits as well. And for you, that water trine, Pisces, is going to be in your first house. Well, Neptune is going to be in your first and your 9th house. Now, Neptune is your ruling planet, okay, Pisces? So this will affect you more than others, but it will also affect people who have Pisces in their birth natal chart, okay? So the first house really is about you, okay? About you and how you express yourself in the world. And it will also, Neptune will also be in your 9th house. So you may be, some of you may be thinking about writing a book or publishing. You know, you may be journaling right now. Okay, this is a good time to do this. It's also a good time for anything that's emotional, connecting emotionally, connecting, you know, more intimacy and on a deeper level with others, okay? However, I'm going to start off with a take home before you all tune me out, okay? Now, the take home for all the signs, especially the water signs, which you are, Pisces, is this is going to be a very emotional time for a lot of people because there's going to be a lot of water energy in the atmosphere. And as you know, water energy is a very emotional energy, okay? So that can be good because you can forge a deeper emotional connection with your loved ones, okay? On the other hand, other emotions can come up as well, you know, negative emotions. Because there are a lot of people healing right on the planet that are healing right now. All of these planetary aspects that we've had is about looking at our shadow sides, looking at those sides of us that have been suppressed in our psyche, in our emotions, in our consciousness, that are coming to the surface to be healed. And when those emotions start to come to the surface, it may make people a little raw and very sensitive at this time. So the take home is we all need to be very careful with our words. Water energy is also an energy that can be tapped into to heal on a deeper level. So make sure we're all using our words to heal and not hurt, okay? And don't get caught up in drama. Don't create drama, okay? So we need to use our emotions intelligently and use our intuitions, know when to speak, when not to speak, and what words to use that are appropriate to the situation. And also to just be present with that person or with those people, to be present in that space, okay? In a space of unconditional love and peace. Okay, so that is for all the signs. We all need to be very cognizant of that in June. So, Pisces, so you have a lot of activity in your 4th house, which is your home and family. You have activity in your 5th house, which is fun, children, creativity. Your 6th house, which is the money you make on a daily basis, your health, your fitness, your body, okay, your image. Your 11th house also of your tribes, your networks, your community, your friends, and your 12th house of spirituality. So first of all, we have Mercury, which rules Gemini, and you do know that we have a new moon in Gemini at the middle of the month. But we also, in addition to that, we have Mercury joining the Sun in your 4th house. So your 4th house is about home, your comfort, whatever grounds you, wherever you derive stability and security. But it's about home and family. So Mercury is also a planet of communication. So you may find that, and contracts. So you may find that some of you may be buying a home, selling a home, signing a contract on a home. Some of you may just want to cozy up at home, beautify your home, okay, with your loved ones and family, okay. Then we also have Mercury and Venus in your 5th house, so this is children, again, playfulness and fun. And we also have the new moon in your 4th house. So your 4th house, home and family, is going to be very significant for you this month, Pisces. So with the new moon, you may be thinking about new ways to beautify your home, renovate, upgrade. Some of you with the new moon may be looking for a new home. You may be thinking about relocating, okay? And but the new moon in Mercury in Cancer is going to be challenged, okay? So, and it will have something to do with the home, loved ones, children. So like I said, try not to get caught up in family drama or things to do with your home, because it's going to be a very emotional time for everyone, okay? On the 14th, Venus is going to be in your 6th house, so things may be looking good for you at work. You might get a promotion. You might be thinking about your well-being and initiating some type of new health regime, okay? Or diet. You may go onto an organic diet, okay? And then at the end of the month, on the 28th, we have a full moon in Capricorn, which is governed by Saturn in your 11th house. So at full moons, this is a culmination and completions of things, okay? So, and because it is in your house, your 11th house, you may be making new friendships, joining new groups, new communities, you know, you may be interacting more with your soul tribe, your social networks. You may even be creating a group or community of your own, okay? And because Saturn rules Capricorn, you may also find yourself looking at creating more structure in your life, or creating more structure and consistency within your friendships, your groups, your communities, your soul tribe, okay? Because Saturn is also about rules and regulations, foundations, long-term plans. It's about integrity also, okay? And then we have, and also Saturn is it in your 6th house, or is it in your 6th house or your 11th house? I'm sorry, I took some notes here, and I'm not sure if it's going to be in your 6th house, but you can go onto one of the astrological websites and check that out with regard to the full moon at the end of June, okay? But Saturn is a karmic planet, okay? Saturn is about justice. It's about balancing anything that's out of balance. It's about balancing karmic scales, okay? So and also Capricorn, Saturn tests us, okay? So it may be testing your relationships right now, Pisces, and anything to do with the home, okay? And family. All right? So that's it. And the full moon that we're experiencing now at the end of May is about being able to see the bigger picture, not just the myopic view. So I'm going to end the astrological summary right there. I think we have enough to be getting on with. Okay, Pisces, let's get on with your reading. So what time are we now? I can't see. Okay, never mind. So I don't usually shuffle online for the entire reading because it takes too long. But when Spirit lets me know for certain signs to shuffle the whole thing online, I do. Otherwise, what I usually do, for those of you that have been following me for a while, is this part of the reading I would have already pre-shuffled, pre-laid, and then just put them back in the deck the way I pulled them, and then I would follow up with the confirmations on camera. Okay, so Pisces, I like that word, I'm just being silly. Pisces, you're starting out with the 9 of Swords in the center of your reading, challenged by the Death card in reverse. So the Knight of Swords is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Death card is Scorpio. So it looks as though there is some information coming in, or there's someone coming in that's going to communicate something with you. It has something to do with communication, okay? But what's challenging you is the Death in reverse. So it looks as though this communication has something to do with a major transition within yourself, within your perspective, within your beliefs, within a transition that you're going through right now. But it looks as though This communication will either block your transition or you want to block the transition or a change in something to do with some communication that's coming in June. Okay. Let's see how the rest of the cards play out, and I can give you more information on what this is. Because Scorpio, Pluto governs Scorpio, and Pluto is also about healing on a very, very deep level, you know, on a very deep psyche level, okay? Within yourself. But it looks as though something is blocked here, or okay, so it looks as though you had a lot of decisions to make, Pisces. You may have been a little confused because of all of these decisions you had to make. But now you're narrowing them down. You've done your research and you're narrowing down all these options to one option, one direction, one choice, or just several, okay? In your recent past, you have a 9 of Wands, so it looks as though you were very guarded in the past, but now you're coming out of that. You're feeling a sense of relief. Where you're not as guarded anymore on a situation. You're not feeling as oppressed as you were in the recent past. So we've got 2 cards for you. So we've got the Hierophant crowning you, and we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is your card. Well, it usually speaks more to Cancer, but it's a water sign. So that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Too many. And you have the Hierophant in reverse. So that for some of you, it could be that someone does not want to commit to a love situation, okay? For others of you, it could be that you do not want to follow a traditional path. You do not want to follow the status quo, or you do not want to follow a traditional spiritual path. You just want to be you. You want to do you. You want to be able to express yourself authentically and with sincerity, okay? In your near future, we have the 5 of Wands with the Moon in reverse. So it could be, the card just dropped out. Okay, it could be that you had an internal struggle going on within yourself for you to get clarity. There was some missing information you needed, but it looks as though this information is going to come out. Something you needed to know is going to be revealed to you. You may have also had some debate with people around you, some back and forth debate. But because with the Moon card here, I do feel that you had some internal back and forth, some internal struggles within yourself to gain clarity. Okay. And how you see yourself. You see yourself as autonomous. You have all your creature comforts around you. You're financially independent. You love your environment, your home, what you have created, hard work. And you feel very secure and happy in you're self-governing, emotionally and financially autonomous, and you feel secure, stable within yourself, within your identity, and within your environment, okay? It looks as though you were standing at a crossroads and you had a choice to make of which path to take, okay? And it looks as though now you've narrowed down your options and you have chosen a path. You have made a decision on something, okay? It's not really clear yet what this decision is about. This information that came in here with the Knight of Swords may have helped you make this decision, okay? Because it brought in some missing information or that you needed to know to make your decision. But then you have, in your hopes and fears, you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be that you have some fear around children, or you have some fear around a new project that you wanted to start, maybe a new job. You may have wanted to go back to school for something, start studying a new course. Or it may have been your children going back to school or going to university, or something around that you have fear around. Maybe that you won't have enough money to be able to do that. Okay, give me an outcome card. So you have a lot of earth in here. You've got earth, water. I'm seeing Leo, I'm seeing Taurus, I'm seeing Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The water, or the water signs are all here. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And you've got Earth here as well. You don't have too much Earth. You've got Taurus up there that's in reverse. And down here you have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So give me an outcome, please, Spirit. I hope you like my music in the background. It is healing music, Tibetan singing bowls and chimes. It's very healing to the psyche and the chakras. Some of you will be relieved that you don't have to listen to my my other music, my jazz or my R&B or whatever the case may be. Okay, so give me a outcome, please, for my Pisces for June 2019. Oops, there we go. Hallelujah. Okay, so it looks as though you will be moving forward. Yeah, you will be moving forward, Pisces. And I do think that this situation has to do with children or a younger person. It could be for some of you that you may have children going off to college, changing classes, going to uni. I've been getting this coming up a lot in the readings, and but they're all reversed. So I've been interpreting that as maybe that, you know, some of the children or the young people are not happy with the decision of what college they're going to or where they're going to. But what it could also be is that as parents, I know we don't like to see our children leave home, grow up and leave home. So this could be the sentiment coming from the parents also, and maybe not the child. But here, this person is reversed as well. So this young person is reversed as well. So there is something that's moving forward regardless, but someone is not totally invested in it with their heart. What it can also mean is that you tried to get something off the ground, a creative project off the ground, something new. It could have been a business, the people who are self-employed. It could have been, it can be, because this is in June, it could be some type of creative project, like someone who does design, someone that works, you know, in an artistic field. It could be that someone or you or someone around you tried to get something off the ground, and initially it wasn't moving forward, or they didn't have confidence that they would get it off the ground. But it looks as though you've got the green light. You're pushing forward, and you're pushing forward, so you're on steroids. Okay, you're getting your mind right, or the person who this is pertaining to is really focused on moving and pushing forward. Oh, and another thing I meant to say in the astrological summary, which I don't think I said, Mars is going retrograde on the 27th. So any of you that are trying to get projects off the ground, any of you that have projects, work, goals, whatever it is that you're working on, between now and the 27th of the month, this is a good time to really push forward, hustle, really be proactive, because Mars is direct, so you'll have a tailwind. Once Mars goes retrograde at the end of the month, then we have to put more of our own effort into our endeavors, okay? So tap into that Mars energy that we have right now. It will give us a tailwind. It will help us to advance more quickly with less effort and less energy, okay? And here, yes, and use your logic, plan, get organized, okay? Yeah, so this is a bit of a strange reading, Pisces. I'm not really sure what it's saying here, but this could be anything. But because we've got 2 pages in here, I do think it has something to do with a new project you're trying to get off the ground, maybe going back to school, some creative project or business. Okay, some of you want to just do you, be you, and just stop following the status quo and follow your own path of what is authentic to you, you know, what your soul is calling for. But it looks as though you guys have definitely what is this? Let's clarify the Knight of Wands that's in the center of your reading. But the energy is a lot lighter here. You don't feel so oppressed. You're not so guarded anymore. You've narrowed down your options, and you've made a decision to, you know, 1 or 2 major decisions on what path you're going to follow. It looks as though some of you were going through some internal strife, and that energy is still here and may still be here for a few weeks, but the outcome is that you will move forward regardless, okay? hey, this person, this Knight of Swords is going to bring you some very good news. It's in the center of your reading. You're going to be happy. This news, this message or communication that's coming in, and it's going to come in quickly. It may come in a little brash, a little harsh, because this is a messenger of truth here. Okay? But you are going to be delighted. You are going to be delighted with this news. Okay? So, why is this transition not happening? Why is the transition a challenge for Pisces? The transition the block in the transition may be that you are waiting for some missing information to come in, and now it's going to come in. Definitely with the moon in reverse, it's coming in, Pisces. Whatever information you are waiting for to move forward on a project, to go back to school, to start a business, or just to stand in your own authenticity. Okay, it's coming in. Yep, the wheel is about to turn for you. The wheel of fortune, the wheel of karma is about to turn forward for you. You've got the green light twice here, Pisces. Okay, you've got it here and you've got it here. Yay for my PISCES. Okay. Yeah, this was looking a little strange there for a minute. This is why it's always good to just see how these readings evolve, because how they start may not be how they end up. So what was it that Pisces was trying to narrow down here? They had choices to make. They were standing. They had to choose between different options, different paths, different... What is it? That's in your foundation. Whatever it is, you already know what it is, because... Oops. Yep. It has the decision you had to make had something to do with your home and your family. Your home or your family. Okay? And this is pretty good. You see the 4 wands? Which house did I say was going to be significant for you this month, Pisces? Pop quiz! This is to test who was listening. Which house did I say was going to be significant for you guys? The 4th house of home and family. This is why it's good to listen to the astrological portion, because these cards are reconfirming. Okay? You had some type of decisions to make to do with your home. Okay? And because of these pages in here, it may also you may also have a decision to make to do with children. And I do believe your 5th house of children was also highlighted. Okay. Why is the Hierophant in reverse and the Queen of Cups? What's that about? Clarifying the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. Home. Something going on about your home. Your home, whatever gives you a feeling of security, whatever you value. Okay? This can be home, it can be your career, your job. It can be real estate, or it can be any other type of investment, okay? It could be pension, it could be social security, whatever. It could be insurance, it could be, right? And whatever it is, Pisces, it seems as though with this situation, You have your back to the status quo, to structure, to tradition. Okay? So it looks as though whatever decision you need to make with regard to home, real estate, money, security, whatever you value, it looks as though it does not follow the norms of conventional rules and regulations, structure, that type of thing, okay? Because you have your back towards the Hierophant, your back to the Hierophant, as it pertains to following tradition. Whatever this situation is, you have decided that you're not following tradition or the status quo. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for Pisces? I'm not going to confirm all of these cards, Pisces. I think the messages you needed to get out of here, you pretty much already got them, okay? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it looks as though you're waiting on something, but this is also the Pisces card, the Hangman. You're waiting for divine guidance, okay? But you also may be changing your perspective on something. And the change in this perspective will bring you a more sense of emotional and financial autonomy in your world, okay? And it will bring you stability, material stability and emotional stability, okay? And independence. So I'm just going to confirm the Chariot and then that's it. Why is the Chariot here with the Page of Wands in reverse? Why is it there? It could even be that a younger person might be leaving home. A younger person might be leaving home and moving out on their own. Why is the Chariot here? But here, for this situation here, be careful that, because this person is in reverse, but they're moving forward anyway. And here's a confusion card. So whoever it is that's moving forward with a project or moving out or traveling, be careful to narrow down your options and to see clearly. Whatever this situation is, it looks as though there may be so many options and so many decisions or so many opportunities